Good, how you doing?
Good. So we got a report. He's, this vehicle driving around, yelling at people, going the wrong way on a one-way. We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, well, I didn't call you guys, so
Nope,
you should probably go find them, talk to them.
Nope, we had the person call saying, you driving around, we're doing that. So
Well,
we're just trying
obviously
to
I'm
figure out what's
parked,
going on, man.
so
All right, so where'd you come from initially?
that's none of your concern.
Well, yeah, it is, because I'm here investigating the situation, man.
Okay, what
got
crime
your
have I
ID?
committed?
Well, driving the wrong way on a one-way.
Can you show me where Can you show me where I went a wrong way?
Like I said, man,
You can go talk to the bank manager because they have already talked about this,
Okay.
and I'm not answering any of your questions.
So then why'd we get a call?
Again, not answering your questions.
Okay, why did we get a phone call about you?
Why don't you
driving
call the
wrong
person who made the call and then find out from them why you received a call?
They told us you.
Okay,
drove the
again,
wrong
I'm not
way,
asking
and then
or
yelled
answering
at
any
you, and then
questions.
yelled at them when they
Again,
contacted.
I'm not answering any questions.
Do you have your ID, sir?
Again, what crime have I committed and what crime have I been suspected of committing in order to show you my ID?
Reckless driving.
Okay, can you prove that?
Right now, we just have a word.
Again,
we're investigating.
that's a word. That is not a crime. I
It's
am
an
not giving you my
investigation.
ID.
All right, guys, listen up because today's story kicks off with absolute chaos from a jump. Two officers roll up thinking they can push around a man who actually knows the law better than they do. They assume they can demand ID, pressure him with fake authority, and twist the situation based on nothing but someone's word. But this guy, he isn't playing their game, not for a second. He stands firm, he sets boundaries, and he refuses to be bullied into compliance. And right away, you can feel the tension building as the officers scramble for control. This moment shows exactly why every single one of us needs to know our rights. So buckle in, because what happens next completely exposes how easily police can overstep. Watch closely, this gets intense fast.
Until you have shown me where I've committed a crime.
Sir, can
Again,
I see your ID?
No, you may not.
All right, what's your name?
Again, I'm not answering any
You're
questions.
not going to answer any questions.
Nope.
All right, can we have a conversation then of what
No,
happened?
I told you, I'm not answering any questions.
Why?
Go find the individual that made the call. You have business with them. You don't have any business with me.
No,
I do
we
not
have
consent.
business with you.
No, you
because
don't.
You're the one. They're called about you. So that means our business is also with you. We have to contact the RP. We're going to contact that individual, but we also need to talk to you as well. There's two sides to every story, right? They're giving their side of the story. What's your side
Again,
of the story?
go talk to the bank manager or the individuals within the bank or the individual that made the call. I have no business with you.
We can hang out, but we're hanging out outside your car.
Yep.
That's the deal. Is that
I'll
fair?
happily go talk to the bank managers and stuff, but you need to
Am I
stay
being
with my
detained?
car. At this time, yes.
Okay, you have 2 minutes
That's
for
not how this
detainment.
works. So, I'm off
Again,
the jam.
I understand, and I'm not trying to be a pain, but I am not answering your questions because I do not consent to this, and I have.
Now here's where things start heating up. The officer approaches like he's got the whole world figured out, claiming someone reported reckless driving. But our guy fires right back, calm, sharp, and totally unshaken. He refuses to answer questions, reminding them that hearsay isn't a crime. The officer tries to corner him with a typical bluff, asking where he came from, but the man cuts him off instantly. "That's none of your concern," he says, setting the tone. You can almost see the officer's confidence drop as he realizes this isn't going to be an easy win. This man isn't nervous, isn't apologetic, and definitely isn't afraid. He demands proof, he demands facts, and he refuses to surrender his ID unless there's an actual crime. This is how you stay in control, by knowing the rules better than the people trying to twist them.
I'm not the one that called you. You guys shouldn't. You need to go find who called you, and you need to have that issue with them.
You don't have to be happy about what's going on. I understand that. But when we're investigating a crime, you do have to identify yourself. That is one of the few things that
That's
you do.
only if I am convicted of a crime and or suspected, then you can arrest me, in which
I'd
you'll
rather
have a
not do
lawsuit.
I'd rather not do that. One of the things that you are required to do when police are
Again,
investigating
I'm not
a
giving
crime,
you my ID because I have not been convicted of a crime.
You can't be convicted of a crime unless we know who we're talking to.
Well,
That's not how that works.
again, I have not been convicted of a crime. You guys did not physically see it. There is no injured party, and that is unconstitutional.
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
Well, you're trying to get me to have a conversation with you, which isn't going to happen. You need to go have a conversation, again, with the individuals within the bank or the person who made the call.
And that's what he's doing.
Okay.
So as long as we can sit out here, we don't
That's
have
fine.
to talk.
Can I put my keys in my pocket?
Absolutely.
Okay. Can I put these documents through here?
Yeah.
There's nothing in them.
No worries.
All right, guys, now pay attention because the pressure hits a whole new level right here. The officers start repeating themselves. Classic tactic when they have nothing real to stand on. They demand ID again and again, hoping persistence will break him down. But this man stands like a brick wall. He keeps repeating the truth. No crime scene, no injured party, no legal grounds. They try guilt trips, they try intimidation, they try playing the just cooperate game. None of it works. And when they finally tell him he's detained, he schools them on the spot, telling them they have 2 minutes to justify it. The look on their faces? Pure confusion. They wanted a compliant victim, not someone who has the law memorized. At this moment, he has them cornered without even raising his voice.
It's just what I came to the bank for.
Nope. As long as
pen?
yep. As long as we can stay outside,
I'm-
then I don't have any issue.
That's fine.
And to answer your question before, I don't know if you've got the answer. The suspected crime is careless driving.
Okay, well, I want to see proof.
I'm not
I want to see
looking at
proof.
arguing with you. I'm just telling you. You asked the
Show me.
question, I'm answering.
I get that.
I don't have a video camera in my
Okay.
car that watched you do it.
Then you
I'm
cannot be the injured
I'm not
party
trying
then.
to argue with you.
I get that.
I'm just telling you.
But you cannot be the injured party. You cannot convict me of a crime right now.
Correct. I'm not in
because
court.
you are not the one that saw the supposed or alleged thing happen.
That'd be a witness. I'm a cop.
Exactly. And so right now you're unlawfully detaining me because you have no proof other than somebody's account of something that may or may not have happened. Therefore, you are accusing me of being guilty.
Now here's where the officers start scrambling, desperately trying to sound official. They keep tossing out words like investigation and required to identify, but the man fires back with pure constitutional knowledge. He explains calmly that the Sixth Amendment guarantees the right to face a witness, which they don't have. He reminds them that suspicion without evidence is meaningless. The officers can't keep up. You can see their arguments falling apart as they try to twist basic law into something it isn't. Every time they try to escalate, he brings them right back down with actual legal truth. And while they claim they're not arguing, they're clearly frustrated that their tactics aren't working. This moment proves one thing. When you're educated, intimidation stops being a weapon.
Instead of presuming innocence. Yes, you are, because otherwise I would not be quote-unquote detained right now, and I could get in my vehicle and I could travel away from this area.
This is no different than a traffic stop.
This is different than a traffic stop. Because you have, unlawfully detained me with the quote-unquote reasonable suspicion of committing a crime, which you do not have any witness, which I have the constitutional right per my Sixth Amendment to see my witness. Where is this witness?
You have a right to confront your witness
Yes.
in a court.
Okay.
That's how that works. You good hanging out for a sec?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. If you want to hang for a second.
All right, man. So here's where we're at with everything. Checked the bank manager. Fortunately, they don't have cameras in the parking lot. They said that you and another customer got into a little argument out here over driving stuff. Each one seemed to accuse the other one of driving poorly, driving too fast, whatever it may have been. Said you did admit to at one point driving down the wrong way of a one-way street.
No, I didn't.
Well, that's what the bank manager just told me.
No. She said, I bet you...
All right, here's where the whole situation flips on its head. One officer steps away to check with the bank manager, trying desperately to find something, anything, to use against him. When he comes back, his story is shaky at best. He claims the manager said the man admitted to going the wrong way, but our guy shuts that down instantly. No hesitation, no fear. He demands to see the supposed one-way sign, demands video proof, demands anything real. And of course, There is none. No camera footage. No witness who saw the event. Nothing. So the officer tries to soften his tone, but the man isn't letting the unlawful detainment slide. He calls it what it is, kidnapping under color of authority. And he's right. The officers are clearly panicking now because they know they've crossed a line they can't defend.
He said that it looked as if I'm pulling into a parking lot. Show me where the one way is.
I'm telling you exactly what she just told me.
I want to see where the one way is. And where's the one way, and I want to see the video.
They don't have videos.
Okay, well then you cannot convict me of a crime.
Can you let me talk? I'm being very polite and calm.
And I'm being irritated because you guys are preventing me. You guys are illegally detaining me right now. This is called kidnapping at the moment because you are not letting me travel from my area to continue with my life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is a violation of my constitutional rights.
We're detaining you in the investigation of a possible crime, which we are legally
show me the proof.
That's why it's called an investigation, sir. If you'll let me finish talking, we'll get you on your way.
No, because you're trying to identify me, and I haven't been convicted of a crime. I have not committed a crime either.
So legally,
no, not legally. This is not a stop and ID state. This is not a stop and ID state.
If we are investigating a crime, you are legally required to identify yourself.
No, I'm not.
You are. I'm not going to push it though, okay? So I'm just going to tell you what the bank manager told me because you told.
Now, listen closely because this part exposes exactly how weak their case really was. The officer tries one last time to push the ID demand, claiming it's legally required. But he knows he's lying, and the man knows it too. The more they talk, the more obvious it becomes that the real problem isn't a crime, it's pride. They didn't like that someone didn't bow down. They didn't like that someone challenged them. So they stretched a flimsy accusation into a full detainment just to flex authority they never earned. But the man refuses to crack. He holds the line, keeps demanding facts, and keeps reminding them of his rights. And eventually, the officer begins folding. His tone softens, his confidence breaks, and he starts preparing to retreat. This is what real resistance looks like.
You told me to go talk to the bank manager, right?
I told you to go talk to the bank, yes.
And what did they do?
And I told you to find the other individual that quote-unquote made this.
And another officer called and spoke with her.
Okay.
Okay? So let me talk.
Continue.
Is that
go ahead.
Fine? The bank manager told me that you admitted to driving on the wrong way on a one-way. You two got into a little argument in the parking lot. The other person doesn't want anything done right now. So we're done.
Well, then, am I free to go?
Yes.
Then have a good day.
And finally, here comes the walk of shame. The officer returns with the weakest ending imaginable. The other person doesn't want anything done. So, you're free to go. That's it. After all that pressure, all that fake authority, all those demands, they just let him go because they had nothing. No crime, no evidence, no case. Just ego. And that's exactly why this video matters. These officers weren't enforcing law, they were enforcing feelings. They acted on accusations instead of proof, and they hoped intimidation would fill the gaps. But this man exposed every flaw in their approach by standing firm and knowing his rights. So guys, this is your reminder. Always record the police, always know your rights, and never let anyone, badge or not, trick you out of your freedom. If you want to help spread awareness, hit like, drop a comment, and share this video so more people wake up.